Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming. And welcome back to our Let's Play of Final Fantasy. In our last episode, we were here in the ice cave, and things went horribly wrong. I have rerun the ice cave, and I'm back to where we were. I have picked up the items we had, the floater. I've picked that back up. The cave was just, of course, it went super smooth this time around. No major problems whatsoever, unlike last time. Now that I've said that, I've probably jinxed myself. But let's get out of here. Now that we're back where we were last episode, let's get out of this cave. If this is that wizard again, I'm going to lose my mind. Let's take care of this frost giant. So, if you remember last episode, hopefully you remember, because I remember well, we had a bit of a problem where, unfortunately, we ran into about every type of enemy you can in the game that will just automatically kill you, or has a chance to kill you in one hit. If I was to think, you know, I don't know how many hours I'm into this game now at this point. We're probably about 10 hours in of playtime. I don't know, video time doesn't match playtime, of course, because of grinding that I've done outside. But I would say of all the things in this game, that is the one thing I have encountered that just doesn't feel fair, that's not fun, is to have an enemy that can just wipe you out, with you having no chance to offset it. That was just terrible. But we're back on it. Back making our way outside of the ice cave. One thing I discovered, because I was checking things out, just to make sure I wouldn't start this video and be stuck in this cave, there actually is an easy way out. Now that we have the floater, we come back up here to where we got the where the hole was. We drop down and we just take this staircase and we're out of the cave. Just like that. Now, the next question is, where do we go next? Well, now that we're safe, let's go ahead and use a cabin. We have a tent. Let's use that. Let's use a cabin too. Alright, so we're out of the cave. What we're going to do, I remember the dwarves saying that they used to have a floater. I think I remember where to use the floater, but I think we should go talk to the dwarves in the dwarf cave first, before we do that. So, let's go ahead and head over to the dwarf cave. I'm going to have to move my map because, honestly, I can't ever remember where you're supposed to move around. But I have a pretty good idea in my head from where I remember we're supposed to use the floater. Because when we use the floater, it's going to do something amazing. It's going to change the game for us. But first, we need to use it in a specific place. And I want to go talk to the guys who I think are supposed to tell us where that place is. I think we should do that. Of course, I thought that last time with Sarda and the guys at Crescent Lake, and we had jumped the... we kind of jumped the start on that and did those out of order, killing the Fiend of Earth, Lich, before going to Crescent Lake. So at this point, who knows? It's been a long time. It's been... the last time I played all the way through Final Fantasy 1, of course I'm recording this in July, right now, of 2018. The last time I played through Final Fantasy 1 was probably 2 years ago? Maybe 3 years ago at this point. I don't remember exactly when. There we go. But it's been a while, and so I don't remember all the nitty-gritties of it. Just some of the kind of wide, broad strokes of the story and everything. So we're going to head over, and we're going to use the wraparound of the world here to head over to where that dwarf cave is. So we should be able to head over this way and then head north. Back through the channel that we blew open with the TNT earlier in the game. back into the inner sea, back by Canaria, if you remember Canaria. We should probably buy some heal potions, because we used some of those. We should probably get that filled back up while we're here in Civilization. There we go. Oh. Come on, buddies. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. That's all I gotta say to these sharks in Sahags. Alright, there we go. So we're gonna head down here to the dwarf cave, where our friendly dwarves. This ogre should never have stopped us. Just get out of the way, brah. At this point, you're nothing. You've made a bad decision. There we go. That flame sword's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. Alright, there's the dwarf cave, if you all remember from way earlier in the playthrough. Alright, let's see what the people have to say. Dwarves can see in the dark. Long ago, Canaria's treasury safeguarded the use of TNT. Not anymore, because we have the Mystic Key. I'm looking for the floater. I'll bet with it I could float anything. I have the floater! Alright. We already know about armor. Oh, did you see that canal? Old Narek truly did a great job, indeedy. Do we have to go back to... Maybe we're supposed to go back and talk to the guys at Crystal Lake. With the crystal, even the blind can see. Yes. This is all old information. Did you meet Smith, our blacksmith? Yes, I did. Well, I'm starting to get a feeling... These guys have nothing new to say. So... We're gonna go check the sages at Crescent Lake. And if the sages at Crescent Lake don't have anything to say, I am just going to use my knowledge of Final Fantasy I to do the next step. What I think is the next step. Because, again, I believe I remember where to use the item. And I don't think it does like a dialogue check or anything to see if you've talked to somebody specific before you can use it. So unfortunately that does mean we're going to have to do a little more sailing on the ocean here. We'll just get heal potions later. We're fine for now. Because we're going to head all the way over again to Crescent Lake. To see if they will tell us anything. And again, if not... Don't worry, folks, I got it covered. I'm feeling real cocky now that we got through the ice cave. You have no idea. I cannot believe when we filmed that episode how difficult that was. And then the second time I went through it, I met a total of 3 of the mage enemy that has the rub attack, the rub spell. I met 3 of him. And none of them cast it the entire time. They just smacked me once and then I ran away from them. That was the totality of my interaction with that enemy the second time through that. And of course that couldn't happen while we were filming. Would have been too nice. Too nice. Alright. Let's do this. Let's stop at the inn. Let's take about a minute here and just... I had to use a soft potion. Oh, this place doesn't have them. Let's buy some cabins. Let's buy an extra house. Let's buy 2 extra houses. I like to have them around. They're a full heal when we need it. You never know. And now we're just going to buy some some heals, I'm sorry. So here you get to see what I normally would do off screen. Last time I did this, when we were here, I had to push this combo of buttons 100 times to refill our items, which sucked, but worth it. I kind of wish, as we got farther in this game, I don't think it does, I don't remember it doing this. I kind of wish you got to a point where there were better heal items, like heal 2 or heal 3. Of course, as you got into later Final Fantasy games, they replaced the standard potion, which was the healing potion, with the high potion, and then the mega potion, so that it would keep pace with your hit points, as opposed to always being the low-level healing that this is. But we will talk about that probably when we go to play those games. If this goes up and I don't get flagged, oh good, then we should be good. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about is I'm a little tiny YouTuber. At the point of this recording, I have maybe 260 subs. I really want to do the other Final Fantasies and replay those. I'm just so afraid that Square Enix is going to hit my YouTube account and it'll disappear. It's the scariest thing to think of. Hopefully they won't. We'll see what happens when we start putting this up. But here we go. Yep, we've talked to you 400 years ago. Same info. These guys are all saying the exact same thing. Nope, none of this is new. So I'm going to go ahead and use my knowledge of Final Fantasy to advance our plot. So what I'm going to be doing is we are going to leave Crystal Lake. We're going to head south. And the reason we're going to head south is that south of us is a desert. If we head down here, I'm going to beat the junk out of this troll. This troll's taking it. He's taking one for all of troll kind. There we go. What we're going to do is we're going to head south. Because you see this desert down here? This desert is an important desert. Long ago, the dwarves of old hid an ancient ship in this desert. And we're going to use the floater to call it forth. Let's see it happen. The airship begins to rise from the desert. And here we have the airship, the first airship in a Final Fantasy. Let's check it out. We get the awesome airship music. We get the awesome propeller sounds. We now have free reign. I've got to zoom my map out so I can see. We now have free reign of the entire map. Woo! Oh yeah. Let's take a tour of the map. So here we have Crescent Lake, which we've been to. Nice thing is we can move around without random encounters. Alright. So now we are free to go wherever we want. So over here we have the marshlands and oh, got a little lost. How did I get lost? There we go. We have some random marshlands. There's nothing real here. But what's important is over here, again, we have the Elf Kingdom. And then up north we have Canaria. But what we're going to do is we're going to leave our homeland of Canaria and everywhere else behind. We are going to head north. Because up north, oh boy, is there adventure. If we head straight north, we will soon bump into a continent. And here we have the Tower of Mirage, if I remember correctly. There's also a hidden village up here in this little place. There's a town, I think, over here, isn't there? Yeah, there's a town right there. There are several small islands. There's, isn't there a hidden castle over here, too? I'm just talking to myself now as I fly around. Yeah, there's a little castle right here. Some small islands, some little caves. Oh, we're going to be adventuring all over the place, folks. It's going to be cool. Over here, there's a big lake. There is a... Is there another desert over here? I thought there was. Yeah! There's another desert over here. And there's even a little town snugged up against the mountains. Look at that. Now, with the airship, you can't land anywhere. We can't land in the woods. We can't land on water. We can only land on grass. So, for example... Is there another town down here? No. So, for example, for us to get up to this village, we have to land somewhere where there is just grass, which is, I think, all the way down here. So we have to land here, and then we can make our way to that village. So that's what we'll be doing next episode. Let's see where we're supposed to go next. It wants me to go to Cardia Islands and possibly the Castle of Ordeal. So I believe that is where the second big change for us is going to happen. So we'll be adventuring to those places on the next episode of Gaming with Grug. I'm going to do a little bit of leveling. These are the Cardia Islands right here. Actually, let's just check out the Cardia Islands right now. We got plenty of time. Let's do it. Let's get a save in. Just so in case things go wrong. So what's down in Cardia Islands? Oh, I think this is a town. Right? Or is this a dungeon? Found a cabin. What is oh yeah, it is. Look, there's a dude up there. Okay, yes. This is where we want to go next. Only the courageous ones bring back the proof of their courage. That's right, they do. That's right, we bring it back. We've got over here a couple more treasure chests. Not very much gold. Again, we're the heroes, so take whatever we want. They can't stop us. And what we're looking for here in the Cardia Islands is, if you remember, we were told that there used to be a great civilization in the north, and that civilization was destroyed once. Well, think of it like Atlantis. There we go. That... Oh, what are we going to fight? Oh, no, let's run away. That civilization, think of it like Atlantis. They were wiped out, almost. And here, all that's left is this small island chain of this ancient monster, great civilization of the past. So let's talk to these folks. We are going to the Castle of Ordeal to the northeast. There we will test and bring back proof of our courage. You do that, little dragon man. Hey, look, they have a well. There's nothing here. Once in the north, there were beautiful palaces and big mechanical castles. Back in the day. Ooh, free house. 500 gold. The proof of your courage might be anything. You never know. Stop walking in front of me, NPC. Oh, terrible. 10 gold. Thanks. Thanks, game. Get out of there. Alright. How many other caves are there? There's one there. One here. And there's 2 on this island. Beautiful music. If you are brave enough, try meeting the King of the Dragons, Bahamut. I think we'll try to meet Bahamut. I think unprofitable business is not a practice of the dragons of Cardia. Well, that's good. I mean, don't run an unprofitable business. Long ago, dragons and humans lived and traded together. How nice. But we want to go find Bahamut. For he is an important dragon among the Cardians. That's kind of scary. Come on. Get away. There we go. Our tactic of running from everything is very important. Ooh, this looks important. This is a long hallway. This is a really long hallway. That's an obnoxiously long hallway. Ah, this must be his throne room. Rather impressive. Ooh. Ooh, yes. This is Bahamut's room. Bahamut verifies the true courage of all. I am Bahamut, king of the dragons. Bring me proof of your courage to receive the honor due true warriors. Well, we can do that. We can fly to the Castle of Ordeals, and we can take on its challenges so that we can prove our courage. That sounds like an important part of our next quest. To do that, though, we're going to have to walk back through this giant hallway. I'm going to admit, though, if I was king, like, there would be a hallway this long to walk to me to. Just to show who's boss, you know. You don't want people getting cocky because they think they can just walk up to the king anytime. No, you got to give them a giant hallway to walk through. Let's see, what's going on here? Have you met Bahamut, the Dragon King? He honors those with courage as true warriors. Why, I have. You have your own little cave? You must be important. Ooh, some catmen. Just a funny looking sprite. Alright. One more cave here for us to check out. Have we been here yet? No. Ooh. Treasures galore, I see. Well, that's not bad. Couple grand for just walking over here. Walk over these random skulls on the floor. Apparently Matoya's been here, helping with the decorating. You are not afraid of me? Then I am impressed. Well, I mean, we've already killed so many of your kind. Why would we be afraid? We're just gonna come in here and take all your money. Have a good day, sir. We're the worst. We're the worst. Alright, so, they told us we need to go to the Castle of Ordeals, and we need to get proof of our courage. Well, here is the Castle of Ordeals, and that is where we will be going on our next episode of Gaming with Grug. I'm going to do a little bit of grinding before we go there, though, but then we will head into the Castle of Ordeals. Until then, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Please tell your friends. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we hope to see you soon.